Let's hear it from Peter. The Sydney team typically is super busy. They all had to go back yesterday, but Peter has valiantly stayed on to give this report, so good on you, Peter.
Thank you, Tony. The hair all right? My hair?
Only I had one like yours, Peter.
Well, keeping it short, that's the answer, Matthew, isn't it?
Roger.
Yeah. Well, just like Charmaine, I heard, I was listening to Vision Radio, as I do, all the time, and it probably may have even been the same time that you heard him, Charmaine. Tony was talking to Neil Johnson, and I thought, as soon as I heard him talking about it, wanting to raise up 10,000 soul winners for Jesus, that was it. I knew that I was going to be part of it. But as stuck as I am, I sort of didn't do anything for a while. Then I thought, I kept saying, I must look that up, must look him up and find out about it and get involved. And but it might have been not until the next time that Tony was on Vision again, and I heard him again, and I said, that's it. And so then I rang Tony, and he put me in touch with Peter O'Connor at Hornsby, and that was it. The next week I started going along to the Hornsby campaigns, and but the Holy Spirit was on my case, that's for sure, and I just knew that this was going to be for me, and I'd always had an evangelist's heart, but been quite a bit slack, but finally did go along, and I love it, of course. So at Hornsby, we've had Peter's provided some figures for me here as at the 14th of August. We've had 24 campaigns in which there's been 59 partial presentations, 103 full presentations. There's been 68 sinistrators and 61 inquiries. All of those inquiries, even though someone doesn't pray the sinner's prayer on the day, all of those inquiries and all those seeds sown, you just know that God's going to honour that, and the Holy Spirit will be on your case. It's such a wonderful thing, as you all know. You've been involved, you're doing it. Just being able to lead someone to Jesus is just wonderful, and I'm a big sook. I usually wind up travelling home from Hornsby in tears most of the way, because they get so emotional, and it's just, it is wonderful, I just go home in tears nearly every time. It's wonderful. And what you're saying about being able to, like David Bishop was saying about wanting to grow up the roots and that sort of thing, I think you're 100% right. And it's been hard for me to find time from work, but I think I'm going to be released a little bit from that now. And I'm motivated to help David and probably Jeremy. I'll probably be working with him at Castle Hill in the future, doing campaigns with him, I'd say. But that's the thing. So I feel very motivated to make myself available for that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I think that's a wonderful report, and the Sydney team is really setting a wonderful example of what can be done. And I put a lot of it down to the dedication of people like David Bishop, and of course Peter Southern, and Chris Herman, who couldn't be here this weekend. He had another engagement. He would love to have been here. Ursula, and of course Peter O'Connor,
The Nettletons.
And the Nettletons over in Chatswood, a regular Stockman, Jerry Brooks-Walkin, who actually really was doing this at the beginning, and we just went and put that hand in the glove, and believe it or not, the glove came alive. And that was something that God was showing us is so powerful, that if there's a right way to go about things. Like you can have a shofar, but if you blow through the wrong end, you're never going to get the right sound. It's the same with golf. You know, I remember my father would be on the golf course, and he had a lot of well-worn clubs. You know what well-worn clubs? They still got bits of grass on them, and they haven't been cleaned, and they haven't got all those nice little tops that some people. And then some guy walks on the golf course and he's got the latest gear. And I said, look at that fantastic gear he's got here. And he says, he can't play golf. So don't you worry if your tools are a bit worn out, or if you feel a bit that way yourself, don't you worry. Right? Remember, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. I don't know what the scripture is for that. So I want you to know that we are revolutionaries for Jesus. Now, we're not nasty revolutionaries who go around banging people or being nasty or anything like that. But we stand up for Jesus. We stand up for Him. And there's a strength in that the world is impressed with it. I remember when Pastor Danny Nalio went over to Auburn in Sydney to address the Muslims, because he had told them that they were bringing a plague upon the nation. Imagine walking to Auburn, to the mosque, and telling them they're bringing a plague upon the nation. Something to that effect. In fact, Channel 7 met him at the airport. And they said, we're going to come with you. You know, cameras rolling, that sort of thing. He said, gee, this is serious. And then these big burly, dark-looking guys with those beards, they never seemed to keep quite right, you know, and they were there waiting for him. You know, heavies, you know, it's one of they didn't have AK-47s. And they were standing there, and he stood up to them. He said, you know, I'm come to tell you that in the name that Jesus is the sovereign Lord of this nation, not Allah and not Muhammad. And he just laid it right down in front of them. And they said to him at the end of it all, at last we have met a really true Christian. See? At last we have met a really, and all the world needs to see is a really true Christian. When they see the really true Christian, they see the sort of results that are being talked about. Now, Ian, it's your turn. I'm still in your thunder. So come up here with your word too, if you would, please, Ian.
Could I put mine at the end? The word might round off everything.
No, this is the season. Let's do it in the season, because we've got a particular program in mind. Just come.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use your word at the end, but we want to get your report now.
You asked for it.
Yeah, okay. I want your report, and then maybe the word at the end if you feel that's appropriate. But I've actually got a word at the end, and I don't want 2 words at the end because it might harm one, or it might be too much. So if you give your word now, you'll be right. You can't get it wrong.
I'm not sure whether to put the word first or.
I think the report is fine. Right. So you've got 5 minutes to talk in that. 2 the whole page of writing there. Good on you.
Praise the Lord. Last November, my name's Knott. I'm from Melbourne, Hoppers Crossing, and my lovely wife is here, Heather, and she's a great inspiration. So last November we went to the Awakening Conference in Melbourne. Some of you heard about that. And we just happened to sit next to someone who gave us a way of life presentation. And I said, oh, what's this? And it sat in, and she sent it to me.
Get to the sinner's prayer?
It sat in my phone. She just gave it to me. Just transferred it to my phone. And it sat in my phone for 2 months. I didn't even look at it. But then somehow I accidentally was looking for something on the internet about teams that do soul winning. And I stumbled on AFJ website. I registered, put my details in there. And this lady that we'd met in the conference texted us Tony's number. During the conference there was a commissioning, and Ed and I, we commissioned ourselves, we responded to the commissioning for evangelism in Australia. I knew God was calling us to step up. We've been sharing the gospel with people we meet for years and years and years. We've given them New Testaments, and being Gideons, we're in the Gideons, we give our testaments wherever we can, willy-nilly. So now we give our testaments and way of life cards, willy-nilly. Well, some people don't like the willy-nilly bit about way of life cards, but I just, wherever I feel led. And there's...
I think that's why we provided you with 3,000 of them, didn't we? Well, the Lord saw to it that you got 3,000.
Yeah, well, we've got plenty there, so thank you. And it was just shortly after we responded and dedicated our lives to step up, to serve Jesus in a stronger way than what we had been. We've done a lot of sowing, we haven't seen a lot of reaping. And not long after that, I accidentally called Tony's number. I wasn't meant to, but then he called me back within 5 minutes. We had a chat. Oh, this is interesting. Why is he interested in me? Seriously, I thought, why is he bothering with me? And so we just had a chat, and I was really inspired. And I saw some of the stuff on the website, and I thought, yeah, this is good. And I said, can you come down and do a seminar for us in Hoppers Crossing? And so then I proceeded to, so we set a date, and I proceeded to gather people, and thankfully probably about 60 people came to that. That was hard work, to be honest.
There were 80 booklets consumed.
Yeah, well, it was, I probably contacted maybe 300 people, 400 people. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, I managed to do that. And so a few people contacted some other people, but most of those people didn't respond. Only about 10% of them responded, but there were others who invited others, so that's how it sort of multiplied. Anyway, we had an inspiring time, and there were 40 of those people went out on the streets. Our pastor was one of those people, and since then we've run, I think, 16 campaigns, fortnightly campaigns, 16 to 18 campaigns, and we're seeing there's only one of those campaigns. I think no one gave their heart to the Lord, but there was a lot of gospel was shared. There's roughly 45 people who have prayed the sinner's prayer, and about 130 people have had a full presentation of the Way of Life presentation. Thank you. I must say it is an experience leading a team. We find an average of about 5 people come out every time. I'm comfortable with 10. I really want to see 10. But we've got people on our WhatsApp group. We've got our own little WhatsApp group. There's about 18 people on the WhatsApp group, but about 5 of them haven't come out at all yet. Some of them have come out, but there's lots of things happen. There's family stuff happens. People go overseas. People get sick. People have got their church responsibilities, they've got work responsibilities, and so sometimes they can't make it, they want to be with us. And so we're keeping in touch with them. So they're on the group and they hear what's happening. So I find that's important to keep contact with those people and to keep encouraging them. We have Ruth with us, who's come with us, and she's here just over there, and she comes out nearly every fortnight. She's been coming out with us, and she's been very faithful, and we're excited with the growth in her. And we've got Mark, who's been coming with us started coming with us recently. Steve is here, and Steve is a great encouragement to me, a great strength, and I appreciate him. And he meets with me on Zoom nearly every Wednesday night. And there's about 5 of us. We have 2 meetings, one on Wednesday night, one on Thursday morning for those, so they pick whichever one suits them. And so these are meetings for prayer we have every week. But we've still got a lot more to learn, but it's happening. So the challenge for me is being able to get the confidence of the people to be the players in this prayer, to be willing. We follow them up, but we often don't get much response. But we trust that God's dealing with them.
It's another phase.
Yeah. So so I'm looking forward, and I'm looking this in the long run. I'm looking 10 years, 20 years. I'll still be here in 20 years, I'll be. I want to see the progress that I've seen. I want to see what I saw with Pete. What's his name? Pete O'Connor. I want to be. He's 23 years younger than me, but I want to see. I want to be where he is in 10 years' time, where he is now. So this is an inspiration. So we have this whole movement, and we're an inspiration to each other. And we can take the youngest, greenest person with us out on the field, and they don't have to say anything. They just watch. And they've got someone to help them, and we gradually lead them into it. And so there's the way that just gives them the confidence to feel they can do it. And I've had mature Christians come out with us who've never shared their faith like this before, people older than me, and they say, "Oh, this is great. I like the way that I can rest upon the person who's got a bit more experience."
Yes.
And I want to do more of this. So please pray for us. Now, Tony's asked me to be the coordinator for Western Melbourne, but I'm not really playing a coordinator's role yet. I'm still
Working
a team leader, but I've got that vision ahead of me, and I'm thinking about different possibilities where places may start in the future. And so it's a lot of work, but I'm inspired by David Bishop and what he's doing.
Yes.
Okay, so let's. There's a word that I have here.
Hang on, I'd like to record this.
Redo this.
Record this while you read it. Being recorded. So, redundant.
I think it still comes out. Does it still come out?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, here's a word that the Lord gave me. He gives me a word when I ask Him for it. I usually only get it when I ask for it. I said, "Lord, during the worship, is there a word for this gathering?" And the disciples often ask Jesus questions. He would always answer them. You count the number of times in the Gospels it says, "Jesus answering said." So I believe this is Jesus answering saying, "I will be exalted in this nation. I will be exalted in Australia. Keep looking up. I am coming to your country. I am coming to your nation. Blow the trumpet in Zion. The walls of the enemy's bastions shall crumble. When I am revealed in your land, many knees will bow to me, and many hearts will be delivered from darkness and turned from darkness to light. You, my people, shall carry my glory into the nation. Keep lifting up your hands to me without wrath and doubting. I am gathering a remnant, and I am setting such a fire in their bellies that shall not be extinguished.
Hallelujah.
And you in AFJ are a part of that remnant. Open your mouths boldly to speak what I tell you, to whom I send you to. And the fire that is in your belly will go through your mouth and ignite many hearts. Your words carry holy fire, the fire that your hearts, that is in your hearts, won't be able to be contained. I have appointed you to ignite the hearts of others, to honour me and carry my gospel to gather others. This is the beginning of revival.
Yes.
Though it has started small, the latter end shall greatly increase. Amen. Mark to blow the shofar on the sound of that word. Jesus.